Hi guys, welcome to the first video of Nilingua in 2024. In this video, I want to give you 8 language learning ideas for you to achieve by the end of the year. Let's get started. So, this first goal is pretty common and pretty basic, and that is to achieve basic conversational skills. So many language learners really want to achieve this level where you can just start to have conversation with anyone naturally. But what does it mean to have basic conversational skills? What do they include? So basic conversations include being able to introduce yourself, ask and answer simple questions, or telling a simple story about your past experiences, asking or giving suggestions or giving advice, talking about your interests, being able to have chit chats with strangers, weather or sports or whatever. So if you are not at a level where you can talk about those things, these topics naturally, then you know what your next goal is. Number 2 is to master essential vocabulary. So expanding your vocabulary is also a very common goal for many language learners, but it's actually very good to get clear on the kind of words that you want to improve. So the kind of words that you need to learn needs to be relevant to your life. So words that are going to keep coming up in your daily life whenever you want to talk about yourself. And also, you will be surprised that you may think you know a lot of words when, let's say, you watch a movie in English or you listen to me or listen to any other videos in English. You're able to understand so many words in English, but you'll be surprised at how little of these words you can actually use yourself. This is why it's important to know the difference between active vocabulary and passive vocabulary. In this video, I talk about the difference in depth, so if you want to learn a little bit more, check it out. But basically, to put it very simply, active vocabulary are words that you know how to use, and passive vocabulary are words that you just understand but don't really know how to apply it in your life yet. You don't really know what kind of situation to you where you would use it, or you don't really know how to conjugate it in the right grammar form, etc. So knowing what kind of vocabulary that you want to master would be great. Number 3 is to complete a language course. So a language course is a great way for you to have the foundational concepts of English or any other language that you're learning down. So it helps you gain a structured understanding of the target language. So enrolling in an online course or even an in-person class can help you, understand or master foundational concepts before you progress into more advanced levels. Which is why I want to tell you about my premium coaching program, ESA. So ESA is a premium coaching program that I designed especially for professionals or expats abroad, or maybe a student and you are living abroad who want to urgently improve their English because you really need to use it in your daily life. So this program is designed for intermediate learners who are stuck in a plateau. Whatever you're doing, the kind of effort that you put into your English and you keep on getting stuck in this vicious cycle, this program is for you. Check it out in this link, and I hope to talk to you very soon. So let's move back to the video. So having a mentor or an instructor that could guide you through the lessons, giving you feedback or clarification, can really benefit you and actually speed up your process of learning. And then let's move on to goal number 4, and that is to read a book or finish a book in the target language. So set a goal to read one simple book in your target language in English, but please keep it simple. So you want to start, if this is your first time reading a book in English, start with either not really a children's stories, because that could get a bit boring, but let's say books that are made for either teenagers or books that you already know the story, but do it in English. For instance, let's say you have read the book Eat, Pray, Love in your native language in Bahasa Indonesia, and it's time for you to try to read this book in English. If you already know the story, it's a lot easier to understand because then you already get the concepts, you already have the story in mind, so it's just translated in English, and that would make the reading process a lot easier. Of course, this will improve your reading skills. It's great for you guys who actually do have a goal to get better at reading. and also it will expose you to different structures of the language. And also reading a book is an excellent way to expand your vocabulary, and it's actually the first step if your goal is to get better at writing. So first reading, because that gives you input, and then if you want to write, you have a goal of getting better at writing, this could help you later down the line. So go on Google. If you don't feel like buying a physical book because you don't really live close to a bookstore, look for a short story or like an ebook online, or even like a free PDF online that you find interesting, and go for it. Goal number 5 is to participate in a language exchange or English meetup. So going out there in the real world to really put your English skills to practice is an excellent goal to have, because of course you're learning English to communicate, and what better way to communicate than to put yourself out there in the real world. So go out there, look for meetups or events in your city. You can use Facebook, Instagram, the app Meetup, LinkedIn events, whatever it is that you want, or even WhatsApp groups, and actually look for small groups, communities where you can actually speak English. So this could be like language exchange or English meetup, or even find networking events where you'll be able to find foreigners. So it definitely requires a little bit of research, but you can totally do it. If you live in a city where these kinds of meetups do not exist, then go for online meetups, because then it's a good way to slowly expand your comfort zone. You are still in the comfort of your home, but you still get to meet strangers and talk in a language that you're still uncomfortable with. So aim to go to these events, let's say once a month. But if you're an extrovert and you just love socializing and you want to make new friends, go crazy and go once a week or even multiple times a week. And what would be even better is that if you can just make friends there and actually collect your own group of people, where you can have a bit more of a usual meetup date without really having to depend on other people making events, then go for it and make your own group. Number 6 is to write a short essay or a blog post. If you have this goal, that means you really want to improve your writing skills. Writing will help you reinforce grammar rules, expand your vocabulary, and gaining a confidence in expressing yourself. So as I said before, if you want to get better at writing, make sure you also read a lot, whether it's blogs, articles, books, whatever. If this is your first time writing, challenge yourself to talk about something very simple about yourself, about your past experiences, because then talking about your past experiences or storytelling will help you improve your use of past tenses. You can start with something simple like a shorter form of writing, like a caption for Instagram, or maybe a little blog post, or even Twitter, and then you can move your way up. You can gradually work your way up to actually creating an essay on Medium or your own blog. But writing is a great goal to have, and you can start aiming to write either one article a month or one caption per week, one Instagram caption per week. And the last goal is to teach someone else this target language. I think you've heard the phrase before that the best way to learn about something is to teach someone. So the best way to really solidify your knowledge about something is to teach someone else, because then that way it kind of tests your own level of understanding of the topic of the language. So you want to share this knowledge with someone who is also learning the language, so it's kind of like a study partner. Or if you want, you can also start to teach other people whose level is below yours, so you can be more of a teacher-student role. It's up to you which one you prefer. Or if you do not feel comfortable teaching yourself, what you can do is to document your process of learning a language, either through a blog or to a vlog like this on your Instagram story or YouTube or whatever, and then put it online for people to follow your progress. If you put it online, people can draw inspiration from it, people can learn a thing or two. You can also start to build up your confidence by sharing it online, and also again reinforces your knowledge about the language and putting it out there. So those are the 7 goal ideas, and you can maybe take one or a couple or even all of them to try to achieve it by the end of the year. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for following me. I will see you next time in another video. Until then, take care and bye bye.